Welcome to the Round 3 Back 9 coverage of the 2022 Texas State Disc Golf Championships here in Tyler, Texas at Lindsay Park. This is a Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series event. I'm Holly Finley.
And I'm Madison Walker, and we are excited to wrap up the final round. There's a bunch of birdies on the back. On the front, we saw a few errors, a little bit more than we've seen in days past. It's the final round, though. This is a beast of the course. Everyone's a little tired. But I think we will see a ton of green on the back. Paige is still holding strong with Kristin and Catrina. Not too far back. There's room for things to get switched up, and we have some movement on the second and third card as well in that tie for fourth.
Look at our leaderboard. A couple of names have snuck into the top 10. Kona Panis now at a 5 under par. Sarah Hokum, Hannah Blomroos, one of our visitors from Europe who we've all been waiting to see sneak into the top 10 here this season. So it'll be good to see how the ladies finish out. Let's check out hole 10. It's only 306 feet, but it's downhill. You've got these 4 sharp trees. You have to decide which one you want to throw through. I've seen every type of approach on this hole: sidearm, putter, mid, full-on high-speed driver, flare skip. Just whatever gets you into the green for a putt is what you need to do here. I feel like if you're not getting a birdie look, you're giving strokes to folks. You don't want to walk away from this hole with a par or worse.
That out of bounds comes into play quickly. It's all about metering your disc angle here. There is a sandy green, so it helps slow things down. And look at Kristin doing just that, catching that sand.
This looks like another park job. Wow, both shots inside the bullseye. See if Catrina can continue the trend. I like the angle on it. I like the height. Not in the bullseye, but still, it's about a 15 to 19 footer.
Catrina throwing her SP Rift. It is her signature disc. Go support her on tour.
Maria starting significantly more left than the other competitors, thus resulting in her disc landing a little more left. So she'll have the longest putt.
Maria threw a P2. She opted for the putter, as did the rest of our lead card.
Just a bit low out of the hand. Front of the cage, drop in par for Maria. Yeah, Catrina Allen, another birdie here on hole 10. And basically 2 drop-in birdies for Paige Pierce.
Paige throwing her signature Fierce. Go support her on tour as well.
Oh!
What?
Oh, no!
Holy...
Was that too high, too hard?
No.
What was...
These chains are light. These basket chains are light. That got pushed straight out.
Basically a drop-in birdie, and then the disc was on the ground, and that was so rude. So an unfortunate mishap from the basket. I don't know what the deal was on that, but uncool basket. Very
that was
uncool.
Not cool. Hole 11 is a 485-foot wide open par 4. A bit of a soft par here for the FPO field. Not a lot to work with, though, in this fairway. No out of bounds you have to worry about. You just want to get one as far as you can. These lead card ladies were giving themselves long bids yesterday. There wasn't a lot of wind to deal with today, so maybe we'll see some of that today. This canopy covering the basket does make your upshots a little tricky, especially with the sandy green. Can't rely on the skip, so you have to get it there in the air.
Yeah, the challenges on this hole are that little naked tree right off to the right of the short pad, but Kristin puts a lot of air. She has a great distance and height on hers, so she'll have a nice open approach into the green. Also, if you sort of saw one off and it starts going towards 12's tee, you can be a little pinched off for your second shot. So Catrina...
turns it a little too much out of her hand. She still gets a ton of distance.
Though.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the reality is Catrina could be closer for maybe a legitimate putt.
In reality, one of the things I like least about this course is not being able to watch Catrina throw rollers because of the sand.
I asked her, why are you not throwing some rollers? And that's what she told me. I don't trust this sand.
No, it's too unpredictable, but man, it's so open. I love watching her throw rollers.
A bomb from Paige Pierce.
Wow.
Right outside of the circle.
What, 470? I mean,
bro,
it's almost pin high.
Straight killing it, dude. Look at this from Maria Oliva. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Wow.
It's crazy to see casual 450. It's crazy.
Maria didn't even look like she threw it that hard.
No, she's not, doesn't even try.
Floaty putter up into the green from Catrina Allen. She'll have about a 15-footer to get a birdie. As we've seen Kristin do all weekend, another incredibly controlled, finessed sidearm chip, leaving herself with a drop-in birdie putt.
After a monster destroyer shot, Maria giving it a good bid for an eagle. Paige with a hyzer look for her eagle after throwing a Zeus off the tee.
I mean, you want to make it, but most important, you want to get around those trees in front of you and not do something stupid. Mm-hmm. Ooh, great putt from Catrina Allen, getting yet another birdie.
67% of the field getting a birdie on this hole. So if you don't get the bird here, you are losing strokes to the field. You gotta get this 3. And we see our lead card executing that very well.
I mean, I'd say we had 2 legit putts here on this 485-foot hole, so...
Not bad.
Women are crushing it, dude.
Yeah.
Hole 12, 345 feet. This feels like another must-get birdie. One thing you want to avoid are the woods on the left. They're thick and they're punishing. Also, there's an evergreen on the right, right off of the tee. You don't want to punch into that either. This is a fairly standard shot everyone should have in their bag. Just pull out with a 330-foot hyzer and get yourself a short putt and move on to the next hole. Kristin does just that.
When we see Kristin putting her disc in the circle here, I wonder if it puts a little pressure on Paige. She's only got a couple strokes on Kristin, and all of these holes are birdieable until we get through hole 18. So there could be any amount of movement. You want to get these birdies while you can.
About a 40-footer for Catrina. I feel like when she clipped that evergreen, it sort of slowed her disc down a bit. Paige, that's a little too inside. Can it get around? Can it get up there for a putt? The answer is no, it cannot. She'll have a little bit of scrambling to do, but there might be some kind of weird look at it. Ooh, I like how flat that is. Get under that limb.
That was almost a flex. This thing's got to be a beefcake.
Ooh, delicious.
That was a Thunderbird from Maria. That thing must be very overstable.
So now we got Paige Pierce in scramble mode, stretching way out, looking for the best gap to get close to the basket.
She's in there deeper than I expected. I thought she was going to be able to go out the right side.
And this is a good lesson where, you've already messed up. You don't want to try to throw it in. What you need to do is pick a point close to the green where you can get a real putt and just try to go for that.
This is right around circle's edge with some bushes on her back foot.
Very long par save. That was a bit left.
And I don't know how close Kristin is, but are they about to be tied? Oh my
Sick.
God. Wait a second, Matt. There's something else happening.
Yes.
Yay. GK replay.
Replay that.
Let's watch this straddle putt. So strong. So solid.
Bazinga.
So good. Yes.
Love that.
Don't
Just
count.
making 40s.
Don't count Catrina out ever. She closes a stroke in as well on the lead.
Sometimes on the final day, dude, she just hops into another gear. Maria getting her a birdie as well. So Paige will unfortunately be putting for a bogey at this point, which is not what you want on this shorty must-get birdie hole, I feel like.
Kristin for birdie. Oh, maybe not. Hole 13 is an uphill 552-foot par 4. The main thing you want to avoid here is the ditch on the right-hand side. There's a mando tree on the left-hand side, but you want to get far enough past that you don't worry about this cedar tree. The right side is really difficult as well. Not a lot of footing over there, so you want to get to the sandy area if you can. Try to throw something as far as you can. Stand still to the basket and get your birdie. A lot of women are okay with getting a 4 here because that second shot is really difficult with a lot of bad footing on the hill. So it's okay to chip something up to the top, chip to the green, and take a par here.
All of the light poles are Mandos. That's a misfire from Kristin. The really lucky thing would be if, because she does throw so hard, maybe it punched through the other side. Maybe she has an open look. We'll see when we get there. Catrina Allen hitting the gap. Look at the height on it. She's going to get way up the fairway. That'll make it all the much easier for her second shot. I feel like the main thing is to just get through the gap, past that big bushy evergreen.
Mm-hmm.
That's too high and that's offline, but she gets a fortunate kick back to the middle, and there's nothing wrong with that. A very usable position.
Paige goes to Crush Town with her Zeus.
Wow, look how far past that evergreen she got up there.
She doesn't even have to worry about footing there. She's on the flat.
So this is a very cool lie from Maria, but challenging. She executes her second shot very well. Look at the size of the gallery. Man, we really appreciate everyone buying tickets and coming out to watch the FPO division. It's super cool. Thanks so much for tuning in to the coverage. Kristin Tattar, not getting greedy. You take your medicine, you pitch out for a good position, and now you can really send one.
And
That's low. That's low. It's not bad. It's just it could have been better if it was higher. She would have gotten over the top of the hill, possibly into circle 2 for a putt.
Catrina, after a monster drive, has a straight look uphill at the basket. Look at the angle control.
You better get up there.
Wow.
Oh, that's money, dude.
That is money. It's a little windy on this hill, so the closer the better.
So Paige throwing her second shot, and that is not aimed where the basket is. That was, you heard her say, you got to turn it. She didn't put that Annie angle on it. Ooh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Just a bullet right into the bullseye.
This plate is only the 8th most difficult hole, and that surprises me. I feel like this is one of the most difficult holes on the course.
Oh, wow. So sometimes when you are above the basket and you want to get more eye level with it, you drop down to a knee, as Paige has done. Oh! A knee birdie putt from Paige Pierce.
Well, that was great.
Cash money.
That is a super death putt, too. What a great bid and what a great execution. You can see Catrina a little lower on the hill and still looking down at the basket.
Oh, that was nose down and low, but it snuck in. Solid putt. Oh, I love that. Not as hard as some of her putts. A little softer.
More birdies on this hole than in days past. We got 6 birdies on the FPO field. And we are back to having Paige in the lead going into a distance throwers hole, 426 feet. You want to carry straight for as long as possible, hopefully avoiding that tree on the right-hand side, hyzering in and past these 2 big cedar trees that you want to stay away from. The basket's elevated to add a little sauce to this hole. It's basically just throw as far as you can while avoiding the big tree on the right.
Catrina pipes one down the main fairway, but it is leaking towards those trees. It did get caught up, and it's not a bad shot by any means, but I wouldn't call it a putt either.
No, and these ladies, even though this is kind of seemingly out of reach with the shape of the shot, they can get to the green and give themselves a long putt. I wouldn't call it a gimme birdie, but it's one that they're thinking about and one that they're pushing for.
Absolutely. I feel like if you hit the gap, you can get in the circle and get a look at it.
Paige went out of bounds.
And we saw that already.
Mm-hmm.
So I
that happened
feel like,
yesterday.
I mean, she should know better. Come on, Paige, you should know better. And that's a little sawed off going right towards those trees. Hopefully, maybe it cut through the other side.
As long as you're not deep in there, you can get out fairly easily.
And that's a little right side, but it is hyzering back quickly. She might sneak through.
That's not a bad place right there. It's a straight shot.
You're not getting a 2 from there unless you throw it in.
Holly wants only birdies all the time.
I told y'all I have very high expectations.
Maria finishes all the way on the left side of the cedar trees, which is very fortunate.
That looks great.
That looks great.
Look at it finish. Simmer down now. Simmer down.
She wanted the 2-2.
You said 2-2. We don't really want a 40-foot comebacker on an elevated basket, though, for par. Kristin, as we've seen all weekend, this controlled sidearm approach.
Katrina opting for the same.
She'll have about a 17-footer or so.
Paige from her out of bounds tee shot. Giving it a run.
And it just leaked a little right.
Maria coming back.
Yeah, for par. Get up.
God, I love her putt.
It's good.
It's good.
It's aggressive, and it's really good.
Kristin for her par. Here we go.
All right.
And she inches one stroke closer to the lead.
And Catrina needs to make this putt, but in Belton, she wasn't watching the scores, so I don't know if she knows that, but she's chomping at the heels of Paige Pierce here.
Yeah, I feel like you don't need to watch the scores here. When it's close like this, you just need to stick to your game plan, get the birdies, and she wants a birdie on every hole.
Good putt from Paige Pierce. Speaking of not watching the scores, I don't like to watch the scores, but I have friends and I see them checking the scores after every single hole. And it's just so interesting, everyone's different game plan, and what they're doing and how they attack the course.
Speaking of checking scores, let's look at the leaderboard.
What do we have here? Catrina Allen and Paige Pierce now tied for the lead. Kristin Tattar in third and Missy Gannon in fourth. Missy is, not anything new towards the top of the leaderboard. Owen and Henna, Sarah Kona. This is getting a tight race.
Yep, we have yet another lead change going into these very difficult uphill number 15.
So here we go. It's a par 4, 561 feet. All of the light poles are Mandos, going over the fence, out of bounds. You really want to get as far as you can on your tee shot, as far as you can on your second shot without getting anywhere close to the Mando or the fence. Maybe you'll get a putt at a 3. A 4 doesn't feel bad here, but these women are doing elite things at the moment. So settling for par or bogey seems like it's almost unacceptable at this point.
I believe we had 3 putts, long putts for birdie on this hole yesterday. I think we could see that again, but that cedar tree got a little greedy on Katrina's tee shot. This played as the second most difficult hole on the day. There were 4 birdies.
Kristin gets a little bit of an Annie angle on hers and does sneak through the gap. It's low, but it'll be fine.
That is a great shot, but it's going to give Kristin some difficult footing on her second shot. That's the hole 15 bluff. Lots of red dirt up there and lots of weird little holes that makes getting power on your second shot very difficult. Paige is going to try to crest the hill on her shot.
Ooh. So she sneaks past it all, and look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
And after Paige does that and you don't do that, it's like, man, she is just so much further than you guys.
Not only do you not do it, but you're like, can't fathom doing that. So good.
So Paige with another next level shot.
Katrina,
But you know, with all these Mandos and stuff, nothing's out of the question at this point.
Nope, definitely not.
You never know what's going to happen. I'm not counting anyone out.
No way.
I mean, look how close she got to the Mando. And then
With the standstill sidearm.
Dude, with the new Mando rule, if you're touching that line, it's basically out of bounds.
Yep.
So you don't even want to be flirting with that at all.
Ooh, I like this line from Kristin. Trying to get a ton of distance. She gets out into the flat.
And that is a great shot.
Maria tucked on the left-hand side, still having to run uphill, facing towards the out of bounds and the Mandos.
As long as she doesn't over-send it, that should be fine.
Oh.
In too much power, Maria Oliva sends it long, out of bounds, unfortunately. You never want to see it. It's just not even something that in my game plan, I even have to think about.
No, that does not even come into play.
Not for this hole, not for me. Paige puts the perfect angle on that super sweet upshot, floats it right into the green. Look at this pinched off sidearm.
Her sidearm's been so strong. She's
Money.
looking for some ground play, hits a sand clod, doesn't get the skip she wants. Kristin with a long putt, maybe just laying it up here. Not trying anything crazy.
And I don't know if Kristin is a score watcher or not.
I don't either.
I haven't played enough rounds with her to get into all of that.
Maria chipping up for her bogey. Katrina wanted that, of course. Left it a little low out of the hand.
And if you've noticed, we've got, Maria taps in for her bow. We've got these new Disc Golf Network black advertisement pieces below the basket. As Paige gets her birdie. Incredible play from Paige Pierce on this hole. Now, in previous years, we had the padded koozies. You've heard people call them. I'd like to know which ones you guys like the best. You into these black plastic bits, or you like those square koozies? Katrina with an unfortunate bogey. I personally would like a round koozie without corners.
Focus. Get rid of any of those pressure thoughts and really center yourself, like where you're at and the shot you're throwing. Trying to just really let everything besides the basket bleed away.
The crowd was so spectacular today. Just the energy from you all was just amazing. I love you, Oregon!
Welcome back. Hole 16 is a par 4 with out of bounds all the way down the right-hand side with that fence, and there's an OB flagged line on the left side. You really just want to pipe something straight and far here, have it hyzer out into the field, chip up to the green, and take your birdie. Thanks again to Swarm Digital Marketing for covering the drone footage on this GK Pro coverage. They support FPO, so go support them. If you have a small business and you're looking to develop your website, check them out. The link is in the description.
Paige Pierce opting for the middle route. I love that. That looks like it's going places, like all the way there for a putt at it.
That's within reach, but that is low. Oh man, but that's right
a
around
jumper.
circle 2, yeah. It's impressive to get that much distance with it that low. Kristin can do the same though.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Almost
Wow.
a carbon copy, just a couple feet short of Paige. I'd also call that a jumper.
We had a tail left to right crosswind on this hole. You don't want to show the underside of your disc. You can see Catrina highlighting that hyzer angle. And even though she's early and may have to contend with these trees, she can still get up and down for her birdie.
And sometimes subconsciously, just to stay away from the road, you kind of let the disc go more of a hyzer angle than you initially intended. Maria does not, though, copying Paige and Kristin, getting a beautiful flat shot in a position for a jumper at a bird.
This is a tricky shot.
That needs to turn more. That needs to turn way more. Mm-hmm. That is going to be a long birdie putt, and we've seen her cash a few already, so I'm not counting her out for that. And I guess that wasn't really a jumper for Maria.
Yeah, a nice little chip up.
Oh, we got a jumper from Kristin, though. Doesn't have the height to get in at that point. More of a controlled layup shot. There we go. Johnny running like a madman over in the background.
70% of the FP.
Get in.
Ooh.
70% got a birdie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd say this is a soft 4.
Yep, this is one of the easiest holes on the course.
You just get a decent drive. You have a fairly standard approach shot. Get up. Get in.
Oh,
what are you doing? Well, why'd you...
Break dancing on the rim.
Dude.
So much action.
I feel like if you touch so much of the basket, you should just stay in.
Why waste everyone's time?
Yeah, come on, basket. All right, sweet birdie putt from Paige Pierce. I really wanted Catrina to get that, though. You know, it's coming down the stretch. Things are tight. She really needed that at this point. It's not really strokes to be messing around with if you're trying to take a win, and that's what Catrina's doing. She's not really a person that says, oh, I'm happy with top 3. You know, I'm just going to play for top 3. That's okay. I can still get a bonus from my sponsor. No, she's trying to win the thing, guys. So here we are, hole 17, par 5. Now, we've seen people eagle this, all right? So that's what these girls are going to be playing for. You want to decide if you're going to do the flex shot or the right-hand hyzer. Depending on the wind, that can help you with your disc selection. Some people are liking to land more left towards the OB. We have left OB right on the fence line. I'm sorry, OB left indicated by the flags and OB right on the fence line. Also, it can be a little windy over here because of the road is near the fence, and a lot of times your disc, often like that creek earlier in the round, is just leaking over there. So Paige going for that full flight. Look at it. Look at it glide. Oh my gosh.
That was a smash.
Full send from Paige Pierce.
Carries right forever, too, before it finally finishes out.
Looks like Kristin's lining up the hyzer shot here. Yeah, punching it around that evergreen. Hopefully she doesn't get in contact with that. Oh, great shot. A lot of ground play.
Arrive from Kristin and a Zeus from Paige. No surprise. Maria with her destroyer.
Maria looks like she's going to take that flex shot. Yes, the angle is looking tasty. The stability is going to help the disc finish back left. Perfect shot.
As we learn Catrina's bag, she picks her Pro Line Torrent for her distance shots. And look at this.
It's low, but it's going places and all kinds of ground action. And that fence is out of bounds, but because it is not barbed wire, we only get 1 meter relief. Maria with a controlled upshot. It's too low to have a look at an eagle. Actually, I don't know if I'd call that an eagle look. Maybe that'd be a long throw in.
With her putt, she might try something.
I feel like she will. She's going to try something. I believe in her. So Kristin looking to get it all the way into the green, and it's low, but she has that low power, so she'll be getting there.
Oh my gosh. Look at all the ground action, too.
Oh, she got there all right.
She got there.
Whew, couple feet away for a drop-in Schmeagle. I'll take 2.
We might get 2.
Dude,
Catrina
I'm saying,
set up.
Look at this. Look at this.
That's her torrent again. And look at the angle control, riding the fence line the whole way.
I was so excited for that shot. I almost clapped here in the booth as if I was a spectator. Two incredible shots. They'll both be putting for eagle. Paige looking to do the same. Look at this beautiful hyzer. Ooh. It's a little long, though. It's a little long.
Needs to check up, and it's on
okay.
circle's edge. Yeah.
Circle's edge, 33-footer.
We know that's in her wheelhouse.
Yeah, this is more of a finessed approach. That's the same disc we've seen Maria.
But look, she's trying
go,
funny
go,
stuff.
go, go, go.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was good.
That was so good.
I wonder if she made her own heart race.
She'll have a tap and birdie.
Paige Pierce for eagle. Come on. And she knew out of her hand it was too high. You heard her tone. Catrina Allen. Also for eagle. Get in there with no chains needed like a boss. Catrina Allen captures the eagle and Paige does not.
That is one stroke closer. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Look at Kristin just tapping. Even though we don't see a threegle on this lead card, there was a threegle in the FPO field. Cat Merch also getting the eagle.
I mean, it is tight up here at the top right now. And we saw Greg Barsby in his Disc Golf Network press conference. Kristin just drops in an eagle putt. He said he designed hole 18 to be sadistic. He wanted it to have score swings. He wanted the 2 par 5s back to back. And here we are.
Hole 18 rides the road the whole way out of bounds. The fence on the left side is out of bounds as well at the top of the hill. Here's the sadistic part of the hole, landing your hyzer shot on this steeply sloping left to right hill. Your second shot, you want to ideally wrap something tightly around the corner and try to crash the green. You can float it out wide too. There's plenty of space here. Yesterday, we saw Paige even going over that baseball field, cutting the corner. The out of bounds cuts in really close on the back side of the screen, and the basket is elevated. It gets exciting the further you go down the fairway.
Yeah, so as we've seen in a lot of previous holes, the hyzer road flare skip is a popular approach here. But Kristin, that's kind of sawed off.
Yeah.
It's sawed off, Mad.
Oh, the tree just helped her out. So wait.
No, she hit a light pole. It sounded metal, and now she's out of bounds.
No.
I mean, dude, she has the power to get all the way down there, and that was an absolute misfire. And that's a little too right. That's too right, Madison. That's not good.
That's not
It's
good.
not coming back. It doesn't have enough. Oh, no.
It crosses inbounds, but just
2 in a row. 2 in a row.
The door's open.
Misfires, dude. On the final hole, Greg. Why are you doing it to us? Send all complaints to Greg Barsby. Can Paige Pierce stick one inbounds? That's wide, but I like
She's still going aggressive.
It's got a lot of spin. It's got one good flare skip in it.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
And she's passed every bit of that sloped fairway. She doesn't even play around with it.
Maria with a Calvin Heimberg destroyer. And look how flat she gets it. She doesn't even mess around with the road.
Those things are so beefy, and she just made that look so straight.
Yes, she did. She doesn't even mess around with the road and just keeps it inbounds the whole time. So Kristin now throwing 3, pinched up the fence. And that is not what you want. You better do something. And not that.
Gosh.
No, hole 18, you evil, evil, sadistic thing.
That's not, I did not see that coming. Oh, and that kick too. Oof.
What a soul crusher. 1 minute you're killing it and the next you're bleeding out. Great shot from Maria Oliva. She just opts for that overstable Calvin destroyer again. It's just hyzer. Don't overthink it here. Now Catrina will be throwing 3 as well. Man, she put a move
footing
on that.
Yeah,
But
she got so much power, even with the weird footing. Not quite in putting land, I would say.
Oh, man. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Throwing
now
5.
Kristin throwing 5 into the green. Can it get there?
It's such a weird angle. It's so hard to push that far while missing that tree.
Paige also going aggressive.
She has the height to get to the green here. And she does.
Oh,
She
wow.
circles edge.
In the circle. So she'll be putting for a 3. Another eagle look on the final hole. Come on, simmer, simmer. Nice upshot from Maria.
What a turn of events here. Paige just kind of solidifying it.
Simmer. It's so easy. Oh, see, I was almost too fast. It's so easy just to oversend things here with the pressure and the crowd and the everything going on. Oh, that's a drop in. That's what you love. No more stress after all that. And Paige says, I don't need this putt. Pitch it up.
What a solid finish from Paige. Let's see if Catrina can find the basket here as well.
Get up. We saw her do that on a previous day. Now she just runs up to tap in, get out of the way. She does capture a bogey here on hole 18, but still a good round and incredible play this weekend from Catrina Allen. And Maria Oliva played this hole very clean, destroyer, upshot putt, and gets herself a birdie. Kristin, little bit of a mishap. She'll walk away with a double. And here we have it, Paige Pierce dropping in her birdie. Our 2022 Texas State champion, Paige Pierce.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Texas State champion, Paige Pierce.
The belt buckle.
The belt buckle. I wish she had a belt. Paige's dog.
Welcome now our champion, Paige Pierce. Paige, it's a roller coaster today. Walk us through it.
Yeah, I'm happy that it was stress-free on the final hole because every other hole was not. It was a battle through and through with the nerves and everything like that. So, that's what the beauty of game of golf. So I had a great weekend. I don't care about spit outs. I don't care about OBs. Overall, when you put it together, it's just, that's what gets your blood pumping. So I had a great weekend.
And you always talk about wanting to be challenged, and the best in the world are here. Of course, you have Catrina Allen along with our European competitors, and it came down to the 3 of you on the final hole.
Yeah.
What were some of your emotions as you're walking up to a headwind with such a diabolical hole?
Yeah, absolutely. The wind picked up. It was calm when Kristin threw, and then Catrina second on the box, wind picked up. I'm like, okay, maybe calm down a little bit more for my shot, but, I trust my disc. I knew I put a really stable Zeus in the bag this week, and it's flying great out here. I got the birdie on hole 1 with it. All the holes that I need to spike hyzer, it never deviated right. So I felt confident with my disc, and every tournament's getting a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, I knew it was going to come down to a tight battle. I think starting around like hole 10, we're all dropping birdies basically, and it continued from there. So with Kristin getting an eagle on 17 to make it within 1. I didn't draw it up that way, but I figured it would be a little closer than I would like.
You've walked away champion more than 140 times, but yet I heard you say the other day that you still get a little bit nervous. How do you overcome those nerves, and why do you still have them with so many victories?
Yeah, I think it's because it means so much to me. I'm not out here playing because I have to. It means the world to me to be out here, and so stop crying. It means a lot to me. So to execute when it comes down to it and push past what everybody's saying, and I'm the only voice that matters, and so I need to love myself. I need to be confident in myself, and the wins will come.
And speak to that confidence on the last question here. You picked up a 2nd and a 6th, and now this first victory of the year. The next event you're going to be playing in is our first major of the year in a few weeks. Are you prepped and taking that confidence into it?
Oh, I'm so excited. I actually watched a Cat Merch interview last night, and you asked her, I think, like, what's the tournament you're most excited for? And she said the next one. And, for me, that rang true when I heard it, but even more so right now because the next one is a major, and it's on one of my top 3, probably second favorite course of all time is Jackson. So I know a lot of people were bummed that we didn't get to play in the woods here, but the Jackson is better. Sorry, Steve-O, but the Jackson is an iconic course. So I'm very excited to get out there and, coming off a win, getting out to a major, having that confidence. I'm really excited, yeah.
All right, well, you got the belt buckle here. Anything you want to say to all the fans and family and friends that are out there watching?
Dad, Mom, you should have been here. That's all I got to say.
She's your champion yet again, Paige Pierce. We'll see you at the next one.
Thank you very much.
Those were some great words from our Texas State champion, Paige Pierce. Let's check out the back nine real quick and look at all that green. So many birdies. Look at that strong finish from Paige. She solidified it. 4 birdies in a row to finish, with Kristin and Catrina kind of struggling on the last few holes, and that is what you need right there to finish out.
What a range of emotions to watch this final round. Incredible. Let's check out our top 10 leaderboard. Who got top 10 here at the Texas States?
Valerie Mandujano sneaking into the top 4. No surprises. We saw her solid play at Waco and Belton. Missy Gannon as well, and Owen Scoggin sneaking into the top 5, playing super solid on this windy Texas course. I hope you guys enjoyed the exciting back 9 at the Texas State Championships. I know I did. Don't forget to check out the GK Pro store. There's a bunch of merch available, some Two Hot Geese stuff as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I'm Madison Walker.
Holly Finley, I hope to see you on the next one.